Veterans Day is our opportunity to honor the men and women who have willingly served and sacrificed for our great country, for the freedoms we enjoy each and every day. Mayor Tate, I know that you have made freedom a very big part of your core value here in the City of Anaheim. For that, I'm grateful, and so are the people here. And I know that you've personally met with a number of the people, families and members of the 13th Community, their families. We appreciate that as well. And I know that they happen to appreciate the support of the entire City of Anaheim, and they are very grateful for that as well.
Today, we want to celebrate the contributions of veterans from all generations, from all conflicts, and including those who served in times of peace. We are in awe of your dedication, your service, and the sacrifices you've made on behalf of your fellow Americans. In recent years, we've lost more and more men and women who served during World War II. There's not many of them left with us. While we still can, let's thank them again. Yes.
On this pleasant and peaceful day, here in the secure settings of one of America's finest cities, we take pause for a few moments and pay tribute to those brave men and women who have sacrificed and served to preserve our freedom. The community of Anaheim, as much of our great nation throughout its history, has shared in the sacrifice and the pain of keeping our people free and our way of life secure. Since our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, young men and women have gone forward into harm's way. They have suffered the deprivations of separation, austere conditions, fear, and violence. They met our nation's foes. They prevailed, and we are free. Now we'll close with a thank you to our veterans who are here today, and thank you for your service, and thank your families for their contribution and their support of our ongoing endeavors. Our freedom today and our way of life today is a direct reflection of what you have sacrificed for us. So thank you. With that, God bless America and Semper Fidelis.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never sound retreat. He is sifting through the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the Veterans Monument that's to your right. This 9-foot-high Veterans Monument was dedicated on December 4th, 1999, and designed by Orange County artist Richard Turner. Turner's research in the Anaheim Library led him to include images depicting actual Anaheim residents. The monument is flanked by two fountains representative of the water washing away years of conflict. Mayor Tate and council members, please step forward now for the laying of the wreath as we remember and honor our fallen soldiers. As we said at the beginning of the program, today marks a special birthday, the 236th birthday of the Marine Corps. As we welcome Colonel Taylor to Anaheim and to celebrate the Marine Corps birthday, we'll now begin the time-honored Marine tradition of cake ceremony. As the cake ceremony begins, please turn your attention to the back of the seating area.
Well, this is probably one of the most special days we have in our country because it celebrates the sacrifice of the veterans, but the ongoing sacrifice that families make, past and present, just to keep us with the freedom to gather like this and celebrate things like this. Without their sacrifice, we wouldn't have it.
The importance to me of Veterans Day is that we live in a free country, and so often we go about our day-to-day business and we really don't recognize the sacrifices that so many have made so that we can enjoy the day-to-day freedoms that we really do just take for granted. And so anytime we have the opportunity to come together and celebrate the different branches of the military and to recognize and to remember those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can stand here and enjoy the freedoms of this country, I think is very, very important that we do that.
Veterans Day is incredibly special to me because for 15 years I've sat on the Armed Forces Committee. I get to see what our military does, not just here in our country, but around the world. It should be special to Americans because these are people who go off and they fight for our freedoms each and every day, upholding American traditions, fighting for our liberty, and fighting for American values, and teaching American values wherever and whatever country they're in.
You know, Veterans Day is so important for all the veterans who has given their service for this country, all the men and women, and we need to recognize them because all these men and women who have given their lives for their sacrifice, for the freedom of this country, that's why we need to recognize their service, and this is what we celebrate on Veterans Day right here.
Well, this day, Veterans Day, is a day of today that all veterans get a little appreciation showed for it, and it's a wonderful thing to have all the people together and see the support that we're getting as veterans.
Veterans Day is very important to all of us. It's an opportunity to reflect upon the sacrifices that our family members, in many cases, our service members from across our community have done for us to provide us our freedom and ensure our way of life. The City of Anaheim, Mayor Tate's leadership, as well as the Anaheim 13th MU Adoption Committee, has been very important to our unit cohesion and been a huge morale boost to our families. They have contributed large amounts of personal effort as well as some financial assistance over time to provide for social events, for welcome home events for our families and for the service members. They've been a tremendous boost to our entire community.
Veterans Day happens once a year. Really should happen every single day of the year, where we give thanks to the veterans, those who served, given their lives, their families. We need to thank them all for our freedoms. I think many people who served probably don't appreciate or understand the gratitude of the country, and particularly our city, Anaheim, to them. This is a chance for people to come together to actually show that gratitude, and for the veterans to see it firsthand, how deeply appreciative we are of their service, how grateful we are for their fighting for our freedoms, how appreciative we are of our freedoms. It's a day to ponder all that.